Another edition of Riding Home. Georgia curb stomps the Jackets, 52-7. Guys, comments.
I did not think that Jake Fromm played very well early on. He did have 4 touchdown passes, but he missed a lot of guys, especially in that first half. I think he missed his first 4 or 5 passes, but missing Lawrence Cager and then missing Pickens in the first half was a big deal. And I don't think he had great chemistry with his other guys until later in the game.
Pickens played in the first half.
Did he? Are you sure about that?
Number 1 running off the field. Maybe it was Bob Wilson.
Because I don't think, because Kirby said that he missed the first half due to team issues.
I thought he meant about for next week.
But
no, next week was for the fight.
Yeah.
Okay,
but he also said,
I misunderstood him. That's going to slide all over the place.
What do you want me to do, man?
Well, hold it. I don't know. Riding home.
Riding home in a mess.
We can talk about injuries real quick. Kirby talked about DeAndre Swift and the presser, said he should be fine. Was that what he said?
Yeah. I mean, should be fine. Good to go. You know, I think they'll look into it a little more, but they didn't seem alarmed by it at all.
It didn't look that bad on the field. It was right by. I had a lot of things right by me. I was in the end zone. They scored 52 points. So
you saw the fight pretty good there.
Oh yeah, I saw the fight.
Who won the fight?
Oh, who swung first?
The Tech kid swung first for sure.
And who finished it?
George Pickens for sure finished it. Now,
I think that's all you need to know.
Well, I don't know if it's anything you want to be proud of, but the Swilling kid got the shit popped out of him after he hit the kid first. It looked like to me. I don't know. I don't know why.
Someone with a helmet on.
I don't know why he was not thrown out of the game.
But no, he had a big touchdown catch. He didn't play much of the game. Obviously, he sat the first half, got ejected in the third quarter. But he had a touchdown catch. And, Jake Fromm for a little bit was like the Jake Fromm of old because he did hit 4 different guys for touchdowns. So he did try to spread the ball around a little bit. DeAndre Swift had some nice runs here and there, lost 2 fumbles. But I thought Georgia dominated the first quarter. Totally. They were really bad, played terrible the second quarter, and then in the third quarter they just ran away with it, and
as they should have.
They ended the game in the third quarter, and obviously Stetson played in the fourth, so you know how good Georgia's third quarter was. And the game was over. It felt like it was over at 17-0. Shot themselves in the foot a little bit,
and it should have been. Honestly.
Yeah, it should have been.
I think it was.
I mean, yes and no. Yeah. I don't think there was ever really a risk of Tech coming back, but there was more so than it should have been.
Why don't you read how many yards Tech had?
Tech had 58 total plays for 139 yards.
A lot of them came on that last drive. Running, I guess their last 2 drives when the game is already over. Georgia's got their second and third team defense in there. And I definitely think on that final drive, they got a few chunks of yards on the ground. But
they
overall,
they got about 40 yards.
Yeah, I mean, you take those away, and Georgia really gave up nothing.
Their quarterback, James Graham, 5 of 20, 40 yards. One of those completions was 23 yards, so more than half of it.
For the muffed punt, I thought Georgia was going to shut them out.
No doubt.
I agree with that. I mean, they just couldn't get anything going on offense, and that gave them the ball. And that gave them the ball in phenomenal field position and a little bit of confidence and momentum going into it.
I just, I've been to this game my whole life. I mean, I remember the fight in 1993, which was, as a young child, awesome. But you can't do what George did today. It's just one of those things. He'll pay the price by missing next week at the beginning of the game. Swift did not look that banged up immediately to me. But whenever your breadwinner goes down, that's a problem.
Bless you.
Go ahead.
Bless you again. I think I was going to say, I think they come from him, I guess, having the ball. He was running left and had the ball in his right arm. Not exactly what you want to do. That caused the second fumble. I think the first one was just, they got him that helmet on the ball, I think is what the first fumble was.
Yes, they had 3 turnovers today, Georgia, and they won 52-7. This game could have been a 66-0 beating.
Something that we got to see, maybe people on TV didn't get to see, but the amount of Georgia fans in this game, shout out to all the Georgia fans. They packed Bobby Dodd 2 years ago, and today, it was a home game for Georgia, no doubt.
And they were loud, too. Whenever they started chanting UGA, I think it was in the third quarter.
Well, so let me tell you what happened on that deal it was the fight.
Yeah.
But what really happened there was that in addition to that, the Tech band snuck up around the back and started playing their music at the Georgia band / the Georgia section. And that's when that area was like, no. Yeah, I mean, this place tries too hard. And no internet that functioned.
Oh, y'all didn't eat the chicken waffles.
Dude,
thank God. I was texting you complaining about. Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah, my dad was texting me and he said
Atlanta, the chicken and waffles were bad.
Well, he said of course Georgia Tech is the only place that could screw up chicken and waffles.
They used to make you pay for meals here. Until
when?
I don't know, but I still have a receipt from the game where I paid for West.
Was that post or pre World War II?
It was not that long ago. It was not that long ago at all, and it was bad news, man. I mean,
I will never eat another meal at Bobby Dodd Stadium ever again. I'm above that. My body's a temple. That is disgusting, and can't happen.
Apparently, the Tech radio announcers, my dad was telling me, were like raving about the chicken and waffles.
Oh, that guy's an idiot, though.
100%.
You're talking about.
I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
The Falcons games.
No, not Chuck Oliver. They
Chuck Oliver.
They brought a new guy in. I don't know if he does the Falcons game. I don't listen to the Falcons. Thank God. It extends my life. But Andy Dimitroff is like, Georgia Tech. We've had this discussion before. I've had it the whole day. I think I'm talking to myself more than anything, though. I don't think y'all are listening. But
we'll get back to the game in a second.
Well, it goes back to Tech, which is that Georgia Tech would not be Georgia Tech without Georgia. It is so inside of them. It's in their fight song.
That dude's driving. Oh no, it's tied down. He's good. Never mind.
Well, this is their Super Bowl.
No, but you can't have Tech without Georgia, and I think I've come to that decision that you can't have Tech without Georgia, because so much of Tech is predicated on hate of Georgia that it's sad.
Well, it's little brother syndrome.
Yeah, but you're talking about a powerhouse academic school. And now that Georgia's encroached on them on that front, there's not a lot to fall back on for the Jackets.
They don't have basketball.
Oh no, they need a sport.
Every protagonist needs an antagonist,
and it's worse at Tech than it is. It's kind of worse
because they only have that one antagonist.
They only have
Georgia.
Georgia,
exactly.
Georgia's got
Florida and Auburn, and then you could throw Tennessee if you want in there.
Yeah, if you want to. I mean,
Tech, not necessary.
But Tech used to have Alabama. Tech used to have Tennessee and Auburn, and it's all gone.
Well, that was like decades ago.
It was, but even still, when you look at that institution, it just wouldn't be itself without the hate of Georgia. Georgia would still probably survive without Georgia Tech being around.
You think you say probably would survive?
Yeah, I mean, like, once you start doing things that are so different than what you are, you're not yourself anymore. This is going to be long gone by the time people watch it, but do you think A&M gives LSU a fight? I think they'll give them a fight. I don't know that they'll win.
Define a fight.
I like their defense.
Yeah, their defense is fine. I don't like Tech's defense.
What's the spread? Like 17, 18?
Yeah, it was a substantial.
I don't know where it's being played.
It's at Tiger Stadium. Yeah, they're gonna have an issue.
At night.
Yeah,
give me LSU
to cover.
Yeah, and they might cover late, but I tell you what, that LSU defense is for real. That's gonna be a fun matchup for the average college football fan to watch. LSU's offense versus Georgia's defense. I think that's gonna be a great matchup.
Those might be the best two units.
I think Georgia.
I don't know. I think Georgia does. I don't know if LSU is the best offense.
It's either them or
Ohio State or Clemson. I mean, Clemson scores a lot of points too.
Yeah.
And then today, I gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised. I did think that they would score more points against Carolina.
They let their foot off the gas. They could have.
I wouldn't.
But it happens. I wouldn't have either. But Georgia let their foot off the gas against Tech last year.
What was it, 45-21 last year?
Yeah, and it was like 38-0 at halftime. They clearly let their foot off the gas. And Clemson did that again today. And that's a heated rivalry too. You would think Clemson would take their head and rub it in the mud and embarrass them. But
I have been on the field for a fight for that one. That was nasty.
That was crazy.
That was nasty. That was nasty.
Malice in the Palace
the night before, and I think if you don't have that, and Lou Holtz isn't leaving, and there were a lot of reasons why that fight happened, but mainly
that Gamecock player was swinging his helmet around.
You had
Myles Garrett style.
Two undisciplined teams, undisciplined programs. It was bad, but we hadn't seen that with Tech and Georgia since 1993 when Ray Goff went for 2 up, however much it was. Georgia Tech's got a lot to work on, generally speaking, and we're running out of time. But
they need to treat the media a little better. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they need to treat Matt DeBary a little better. They didn't know he was in town.
They should know who was coming to cover this game. They make us park a mile away.
Yeah,
they feed me the worst chicken and waffles, and I'm still upset about it.
We need a damn chariot for this man.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing.
Okay, make sure to subscribe. Up there in the corner, we're going to give you the Georgia Tech playlist. Stay around. We'll have LSU Georgia riding home here soon on Sunday. So Dean Legge, Dylan Webber, Matt DeBary signing off.